Oops, it means object-oriented programming. Like everything comes under class and object. Class, it means it's a predefined template. Class, it is a collection of objects, variables, and method. And object, it means instance of a class. In OOPS, there are 4 pillars available, like abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. Then abstraction, it means hiding internal details and showing functionality. Then here, general life example, like phone call, we don't know the inter processing, but we know how to make a call, right? One more example, bank ATM system, like we know how to withdraw the money, but we don't know the internal processing there. Coming to technical example, we have available here interface and abstract class to achieve the abstraction in Java. Coming to next is encapsulation, the wrapping of data into a single unit. It means general life example, capsule. Within single capsule, there is available different types of medicine combined together. And technical example, we have Pojo class. Within single Pojo class, we have available different types of getter setters. Now coming to next is polymorphism. This is the Greek word. Polym, it means many, morphism means form means functions, function means methods. In short, polymorphism, it means many methods. The technical definition of polymorphism, the ability to take more than one form. That's called polymorphism. Then in polymorphism, there is 2 types of polymorphism, compile time and runtime. Compile time also known as method overload and runtime also known as method override. Now coming to next is inheritance. It means one class can acquire the properties of another class. In Java, there are 3 types of inheritance available: single inheritance, multi-level, and hierarchical inheritance. Java does not support to multiple and hybrid. Instead of that, Java supposed to interface concept. Then today's session will start with here interface versus abstract class. See, why interface comes into picture? Because Java does not supposed to multiple inheritance. Instead of that, Java supposed to interface concept. Then first point in interface, like all methods are abstract till JDK 7. All methods are abstract till JDK 7, but from JDK 8, interface supports 2 non-abstract methods. 2 non-abstract methods. Those 2, it means first one is static and the second one is default. Those are the 2 non-abstract methods from JDK8 interface supports, static and default. But abstract class, it supports abstract as well as non-abstract methods. Abstract as well as non-abstract methods. Coming to next point, in interface, like all methods are by default public, and in abstract class, methods are may or may not be public, final, and static. It will be depends on business requirement. Coming to next point in interface, all variables are by default public, static, and final. But here in abstract class, variables are may or may not be public, static, final. It will be depends on business requirement. Fourth number, interface does not supposed to constructor. It means no constructor in interface, but abstract class is supposed to constructor. I'm just giving it allows constructor. Fifth number, we are not create object of interface and we are not able to create object of abstract class. In short, you can simply say can't instantiate interface, and here you can simply say can't instantiate abstract class. This is similarity we are just going to consider, like can't instantiate interface, can't instantiate abstract class. It means we are not able to create object of interface, we are not able to create object of abstract class. Coming to 6th number point, here we have available keyword itself interface and abstract class keyword itself abstract. Now 7th number point, This question for all. Interface extends implements. Anyone have any idea about that? Interface extends implements. You can simply say extends, not the implements. Okay. Yes. And here interface class implements and class extends. Now coming to 8th number point, and this is very important for us. Within class will implements n number of interfaces by comma separated, you can simply say by comma separated. And within class we are able to extend only one class at a time. Within class will extend only one class at a time. That's why Java does not supposed to multiple inheritance, because multiple inheritance, it means they are saying like within class they are trying to extend more than one class, but within class we are able to extend only one class at a time. Then Java does not supposed to multiple inheritance. Instead of multiple inheritance, Java supposed to interface concept. And yes, within class we'll implement n number of interfaces by comma separated. Then we'll come up with the practical approach actually. But before that, I want to revise one more time theory. See, this is interface and abstract class difference. Like first point in interface, all methods are abstract till JDK 7, but from JDK 8, this is the biggest change comes. Like interface also supports two non-abstract methods like static and default. Here abstract method, it means ending with semicolon, that's called abstract method. Non-abstract, it means there is available implementation. You can open curly brace and you can write thousands of line of code as per your business requirement, right? Abstract method, it means only declaration. Then interface, all methods are abstract till JDK 7, but from JDK 8 interface supports two non-abstract methods. Those two methods available there, static and default actually. Now, and coming to abstract class, it supports abstract as well as non-abstract methods. Now coming to next point in interface. In interface, all methods are by default public, and abstract class methods are may or may not be public, static and final, depends on business requirement. Interface, all variables are by default public, static and final. Abstract class, variables are may or may not be public, static and final. Interface does not supposed to constructor. Abstract class, it's supposed to constructor. Interface, we are not able to create object. Abstract class also we are not able to create object. In short, you can simply say can't instantiate interface, can't instantiate abstract class. This is the similarity. Coming to next point, interface keyword itself interface and abstract class keyword itself abstract. Interface extends. Interface class implements. Class extends. Here you can simply keep in mind interface class implements, whether everything is extends only. And coming to last point in interface, within class will implement n number of interfaces by comma separated. But within class, how many class we are able to extend? Only one class. That's why Java does not support to multiple inheritance, because multiple inheritance they are trying to extend more than one class, and it will give us the ambiguity problem. Then instead of multiple inheritance, Java supposed to interface concept here. And yes, within class you can implement n number of interfaces by comma separated. Now we'll start with the practical. Whatever 8 points we have declared, the all we are going to implement in our practical session here. Simply come up with the Eclipse, and here I am coming with the oops concept. Inside that we have src main Java. Then you can right click on that, new Java class. I'm giving here, this will be com.vdi.oops.abstraction. It giving type name must not be qualified. Abstraction I'm giving here. Okay, package name, I hope like instead of there, we'll go ahead with again right click here, new package. The package name I'm giving here this will be full stack dot oops dot abstraction. Hit enter. Now right click on that package, new Java class, and the Java class name I'm giving here interface versus abstract class. Here is our class is created successfully. Now coming inside that, we are just going to create here main method. Perfect. Now I am creating the first interface will create actually instead of class. I am creating the interface name as department. One more interface I am creating interface name as employee. The first question will cover up here. Interface implements extends. See, implements I am not able to see any suggestions. I'm just trying extends. This will be department. Interface extends. Like we have interface employee, extends interface department. But if I am passing here implements, it will give us a compile time problem. That's why interface extends. I hope you clear with this point. Then I'm just going to remove it. We'll come up with the first point here in our theory concept. The point is all methods are abstract till JDK 7. Abstract method, it means ending with semicolon. See here, this is the abstract method. You can simply say ending with semicolon. Non-abstract, it means, see, this is non-abstract method implementation, but it will give us the compile time problem. How? Resolve it. If you want to implement the method, it means non-abstract method, it means concrete normal method, then you can simply go to the two methods only. One is static and second one is default. Then here, if you want to implement the body within interface, then you can simply add here static. Otherwise, you can simply add default. It will be depends on business requirement, whatever you want to define. I'm just giving here static, and I want to add one more method here. Why you can simply say set, and this method I'm giving here default. See, till Java 7 interface supports only abstract method, it means ending with semicolon. But from Java 8, you are able to implement the body within interface, and there are two methods available, static and default. Then show method, I want to pass some parameters. I'm just passing here integer department ID, string department have name. I'm not adding more fields, but in your case, you can try to add number of fields there, okay, as per business requirement. Here, I'm just giving syswo and saying I am from which method? Static method. I am from static method. And here we are saying I am from default method. You can simply say I am from default method. See, such a way, like within interface, we have added the abstract method here, and we have added two non-abstract methods, static and default. Then coming to interface employee, there I am declaring one method. Why you can simply say show employee. Ending with, I am adding semicolon. If there is ending with semicolon, it means you can simply say this is the abstract method, ending with semicolon. And if you are declaring by display, and if you want to implement the body, it will give us compile time problem. Either you can use static, otherwise you can simply use default. Then and then you are able to implement the body with the interface. This is the first point. I hope you clear with the first point here, right? In interface, all methods are abstract till JDK 7, but from JDK 8, it supports two non-abstract methods, static and default. See, here is it. Now we don't require default method here. I'm just going to add the body for show employee. You can say like parameter I'm adding here. This will be integer emp have ID, string employee have name, and one more parameter I'm just adding here, double employee have salary. See, this is abstract method. Abstract method, it means only declaration ending with semicolon. Now coming to next I am creating here abstract, and this will be class name. You can simply say product. And for that, otherwise you can give the class name as company as well, whatever you want. I'm just giving here product as an abstract class. Then abstract keyword, here we are using here abstract, here we are using keyword as an interface. And abstract class is supposed to abstract as well as non-abstract method. I'm writing here void show product data. Then here it will give me compile time problem. Why? If you want to declare the abstract method here, ending with semicolon, you need to use here keyword as a abstract. Then there is no issue. See on screen. And I want to add one more method here, void. You can simply say display product info. And this is, you can simply say non-abstract method. It means abstract class is supposed to abstract method as well as non-abstract method. See on screen. Abstract class, it's supposed to abstract as well as non-abstract method. Then abstract method, I'm passing parameters, integer product have ID, string product have name, and we're adding here double product have price. And in implementation, I want to say string product have description. Now coming to inside our implementation of method, you can simply say /n. This will be product description, right? And whatever we are going to pass from method, right, it will be print as a output there, product description. See on screen. Then such a way we done with the first point here. All methods are abstract till JDK 7. See, here is it. And from JDK 8, it supposed two non-abstract methods, static and default. And abstract class, it supposed abstract as well as non-abstract method. See, here is it. This is abstract method and this is non-abstract method. It means normal method. Now coming to next point. Interface, all methods are public by default. See on screen. Here is the interface. Here you not need to worry about to declare the method as public, because by default each and every method is public. Then we'll delete it. But someone asking, like suppose if I'm declaring here finally method, then what happen? It will give us the compile time problem. The reason behind that, if you're passing a static also, then also it will give us the compile time problem. Why? Because we learned the concept here, static and final we are not able to override. Okay, that's why it's not allowed in interface. But after class, you can simply declare here like static method. You can simply declare here final method as well. You can declare here public also. It will be depends on your business requirement. Then I hope you got this point as well. Interface, all methods are public by default, and abstract class methods are may or may not be public, static and final, depends on business requirement. Now coming to next is interface. All variables are public, static and final by default. See, interface, the variable I'm declaring here integer emp id equal to 121. Color goes to change. It means this is constant, public, static and final by default. If I'm changing here this value now, here I am not able to change this value. See, it will say like this is the final field department emp id we are not able to reassign. It means final variable we can't reinitialize. It means all the variables by default public, static and final in interface. And abstract class variables are may or may not be public, static and final. If you want to declare here public, static, final, you can simply declare such a way. See, now the color goes to change here. See, emp id color goes to change. It means this is public, static and final. And once we declare the final variable, we are not able to reinitialize it. Then I'm just going to delete it. I want to prove the concept. That's why I'm just handling one by one. Then third point also clear for you, like all variables are public, static, final in interface, and in abstract class variables may or may not be public, static and final. Coming to fourth number point, interface does not support to constructor and abstract class supposed to constructor. See, this is the fourth number point. Here we are adding like constructor is same name as a class name. I'm just adding here this is default constructor, but it giving the problem and giving the issue, interfaces cannot have constructors. See on screen, interface cannot have constructor, but abstract class supposed to constructor. Then I'm deleting here this constructor and adding constructor in abstract class. See, this is constructor. Constructor name, same name as a class name. Constructor does not have any return type. Okay. And itself initialized at the time of object creation. Then now we'll delete this one as well. I hope you got the concept clear here. Interface does not support constructor, abstract class supposed to constructor. Coming to fifth number point, interface we are not able to create the object, and abstract class also we are not able to create the object. And how we are creating the object? Coming to inside main method, main class, and we are just trying to create the object. Department equal to new department. What the issue they are suggesting? They are saying interface we are not able to create the object. It means cannot instantiate the type of department because department is interface, and interface we are not able to create object by using this new keyword. Same for our abstract class as well. like we have product is abstract class. I'm just trying to create the object. They are saying you are not able to create the object of product. Why? Because cannot instance the type of product, because this is abstract class. Then I will delete it. Again, coming back to here, fifth point also clear. Can't instance it interface, can't instance it abstract class. Now coming to sixth number point, interface, keyword itself interface, abstract itself keyword. See, here is the keyword itself interface. Here is the keyword available, abstract itself keyword. Keyword, it means those are the reserved keyword in Java. There are total 58 reserved keyword in Java. Such a way we done with the sixth number point as well. Now coming to seventh number point, interface extends, interface class implements, class extends. Then first we'll go ahead with the interface extends. How? See, I am just adding here interface, you can simply say A. Next interface I am adding here interface, you can simply say B. Then see, I want to implement here A, it will give me compile time problem. But if I am using extends, there is no issue. See one screen, interface extends. Then don't forget in your entire feature life. Okay, always say interface extends. Coming to next is interface class implements. Then I'm creating here some class. Actually, class you can simply say ABC here. Now we have interface available AB, right? Then I'm just using here implements A comma B. It's possible. Number of interfaces you can simply implement by comma separated, and those are the A and B, those are the interface. That's why we are able to use here implements keyword. But now you can simply say I have class available, class XYZ, and one more class available, class PQR. I'm just giving here proof of concept. Okay, now I'm just trying to use here which keyword? Extends ABC, sorry, XYZ, comma separated. See, there is no issue. There is no issue. See, only you can check this code actually. Interface class implements, class extends, and within class we are able to implement n number of interfaces by comma separated. But within class will extends only class. If I am trying to use here PQR, it will give us the compile time problem. See one screen. That's why Java does not support to multiple inheritance. Now the line number 40 is multiple inheritance scenario. Whatever I highlighted, it means within child class we are trying to extend more than one parent class. Then definitely it will give us the ambiguity problem. And this is, you can simply say, compile time problem only. Like within class we are able to extend only one class. Either you can remove the XYZ, otherwise you can simply remove the PQR. Okay, there will be only one class we are able to extend. Perfect. This is the point number here 8. Like within class we'll implement n number of interfaces by comma separated. See, here we have implemented. If you have one more interface name as Z, then here you can simply say comma separated Z also. But here the last point, within class will extend only one class. If you are trying to extend more than one class, suppose we have available here PQR class, then it will give us the compile time problem. It means within class we are able to extend only one class, but within class will implement n number of interfaces by comma separated. Such a way we done with the entire theory and implementation. Now I will delete this scenario, whatever we have created, and we'll come up with the implementation part. Okay, then here I am creating one class name. I am giving here company. Then company class we are going to extend which class? We have product as abstract class, and product class have, there is one abstract method. Which is the abstract method available there? Show product data. Then you can simply click on add unimplemented methods. It means whatever abstract methods available there, you need to implement into implementation class here. Okay, you need to implement it to implementation class. How? Simply mouse over there and click on here, add unimplemented methods. See, we have implemented here method. And once you are trying to implement, then you can simply use the printing statement here. This will be product have, you can say price. Coming with the start here, actually I'm just adding product have ID. Next product have name. Perfect. Then class extends here. Now we are using here interface class. For that perspective, we use implements. We have available interface name as department, comma separated. We have interface available employee. See, here is it: interface department, interface employee. Now it will give us the compilation problem, because whatever abstract methods available in department and employee, like in department, show method is abstract method ending with semicolon, and employee, show employee. Like we'll give the method name as show employee data. Actually, that will be fine. Yeah. Then those methods we need to implement into implementation class. How? Simply mouse over there. They will suggest you add unimplemented methods. See, here is the implementation. Open curly bracket means implementation. Now I'm just trying to use here a printing statement. This will be employee have salary. This will be, you can simply say employee have ID. And here we are using employee have name. I am using here /n employee have ID. Then here it will be employee have name. The next employee have salary. Now again coming to show method, you can simply use this show here. This will be department have name and department have ID. We are just trying to print it by using formatted as a /n. This will be, you can say department have ID, right? And the next one is department have name. Perfect. Such a way we done with the implementation. Now we'll create the child class object. Which is the child class? Company is the child class. I'm just creating here the object of child class. Company equal to new company. Then you can simply call here company dot. We have available here the method. First, which is the method available there? Show method available. To here company dot show. And I'm passing here department ID is 101. Department name we are giving here HR. Next, company dot, you can simply say next method we have available get method there, but get method we are not able to call because this is static method. If you are checking here, see, get is which type of method? Static. Then static method you can directly call your interface dot method name get. Next, company dot we have available set method there. This is default method, you can simply say. Next, company dot show, you can simply say employee data. ID 121, name of employee I'm just going to pass here Swara. The salary I'm passing at 97,000.22. Again company dot, you can simply call here show product data. We are passing product ID as 111, product name as Sony Smart TV, and the product price we are just going to add here 2,50,000.96. Perfect. Then here, which method is remaining? Display product info is remaining, right? Then we are just going to call company dot display product info. This is product description. You can simply say this is Smart TV. Control A, Control I, Control Shift F, it will format the code base. Simply try run as Java application. It will give us the output. See, this is the output for our department ID, department name, static method and default method also in hook. Then this is the data for employee. Then here it's not printed the proper product have ID name and product price, right? For that perspective, we'll come back to here and simply pass formatted as /n. This will be product have ID. Next, product have name and the product have price. Yes, simply again try run a Java application. Then last it will be formatted output available, product have ID, product have name, product have price, and the product have description. Like such a way we done with the in all the ways implementation for interface versus abstract class in Java. And this is the theory part. It's very important because I covered all the theory parts in our practical approach. Fine. Constructor in Java. constructor in Java. Then see, constructor, it means itself initialize. Constructor itself initialize at the time of object creation. Constructor itself initialize at the time of object creation. There are two types of constructor in Java. Two types of constructor. First one is default constructor, and the second one is, you can simply say, parameterize constructor. Default, it means you can simply say nor constructor, and parameterize, it means we are going to pass some parameter, passing some parameters. Okay. Then important point as a note I am giving here. First point here, constructor itself initialize at the time of object creation. Itself, there is some typo. Yeah. Constructor itself initialize at the time of object creation. Constructor itself initialize, you can simply say constructor itself initialize at the time of object creation. Second point, constructor name same name as a class name. Constructor name same name as a class name. Coming to third point, constructor don't have any return type. Constructor don't have any return type like method. Fourth point, constructor overload possible in Java. And the fifth number point, constructor override never possible in Java. Anyone have any idea about that? Why constructor override never possible in Java? Any idea about that? Why constructor override never possible in Java? Because override means whatever replica you are giving in parent, same replica you need to add in child class. And here constructor name same name as a class name, right? And if you are giving child class name there, then definitely the not coming as the same name as a parent, right? That's why override is not possible in Java. We'll see in practical approach whatever we have given as a theory part here. Fine. Then I'm just coming to here and creating one more package, and the package name giving here new Java, you can simply say package com dot, you can simply say this will be full stack dot, this is oops constructor example. Now simply right click on package, new Java class, here I am giving constructor example. See, here is it, main method. I am creating the class name as, you can simply say, employee. Otherwise we'll create the class name as customer, that also fine for us. I'm using Control M, it will maximize the size of screen. Then here I'm adding private int customer have ID. This will be private string, you can simply say customer have name. And one more we are adding private, this will be double, you can say customer have account balance. Now I am creating a default constructor. See, this is our default constructor. Constructor name same name as a class name. This constructor does not have any parameter, that's called default constructor. Constructor don't have any return type. Now I am just trying to print the values. This will be, you can simply say customer have account balance. Here I am trying to print customer have ID. And here I am printing customer have name. Then see, here /n, this will be customer have ID. Then this will be customer have name, you can say. Then this will be customer have account balance. Customer have account balance. Now, whenever I'm going to create the object, constructor itself initialize, right? At the time of object creation, see on screen. Now, what will be the output of this program? Anyone have any idea about that? See, constructor itself initialize at the time of object creation. Here we have created the object. Then what will be the output of this program? This program is very easy, right? See, I haven't given any value here actually, but I'm just asking what will be the output. Integer is no to type, get type, right? The default value is 0, string default value is null, and double default value is 0.0. It will print such a data there actually, right? Customer ID 0, customer name is null, customer account balance is 0.0. But if I'm going to assign here values like ID is 121, name suppose I'm assigning here as Sora, then account balance if I'm passing here 97,000.96, then the corresponding value it will goes to print. See on screen, right? See, those are the values it's printing here. And now you can simply consider, suppose I'm not going to assign this value here. Okay. And now we are creating here parameters constructor. Simply right click, go to source, generate constructor using fields. And this is our parameters constructor here. How parameterize? Because we are passing some parameters here. Correct. Now I am just using here sysO, system.out.println, but for that perspective I am adding here method as while show. Here I am trying to call those fields. Okay. And here creating the object of customer equal to, anyway I don't want to create default constructor object now. I'm giving customer equal to new customer. But here I'm passing parameters constructor, like this will be 111, name as we are passing here Swara, the salary I am passing here 98,000, and here I am calling customer dot which method? Show method. Then now suppose here super is not required, but I am not using this keyword as well. Can you please tell me what will be the output of this program now? I am calling here show method, right? Yes, what will be the output of this program? If I am calling here show method, right? We have created the object of parameters constructor. We are passing some parameters there, right? And we are calling here which function? Show method we are passing there. Then what will be the output? Now again output printing here default values. Why? Because we are not using this keyword there. See, but if I am trying to print here only, suppose here itself, then it will print the output, correct? Run your Java application, see one screen. But I am not going to print the output there. I want to print output here. Then that time you can simply use here this keyword. Then I want to highlight here what is the usage of this keyword. Then once you are using here this keyword, then whatever you are referring those variables here, right? This is not coming from method level. This is coming from class level. See, customer ID coming from class level only. Customer name coming from class level. Customer account balance coming from class level here. Here's it. And to same, we are trying to print within show method. That's why once we are using here this keyword, and then the variable like whatever we are passing from here, right? It will come here. Then those value coming here actually from here we are going to assign to class level variable. That's why again you are able to see the output on screen. See on screen here. How? I want to show in debug mode. Simply add the breakpoint at line number 37. Simply do debug as Java application. Then here simply click on switch. We have option available here function F6 for next line. But I want to go inside constructor. Then press function F5 inside constructor, inside method you can say. Constructor is similar like method only, okay? Then see what is the ID? 111. What is the name? Swara. And if you are going to check here, you will be able to see customer account balance also. Now function F6. See, till this ID is 0. But here this ID is 111. Once I am going to execute this method, this one line na, this ID will be allocated to class level ID. See one screen, function F6. See, now this ID 121 triple one allocate to our class level variable. Perfect. Now customer name is Swara, but here customer name is null. But once you are going to execute this dot customer name, right, line number 21, by using function F6, then this customer name, it will be allocated to here class level variable as a customer name Swara. Same thing here. For customer account balance is 98,000, but there it's not available there, line number 9. But once you are executing this dot cost account balance equal to cost account balance, then definitely this value will be allocated to here customer account balance. Then again function F6, I want to go inside show method, function F5 inside method. Then see here again you are able to see all the fields. Customer ID is 111, customer name as Swara, then customer account balance also you will be able to see as 98,000. Again function F6 for next line. It will print output on our Java console. Then terminate this program here, coming to Java mode, and here we are able to see we have available here, this is constructor concept, right? And constructor overload possible in Java. Overload, it means same name but different parameters. That's called overload, and overload possible within single class. Okay, we have single class available here, right? See, we have single class available as a customer, and here is the overload concept, same name but different parameters. Now we'll come up with the override scenario. Override, we require one more class name as I'm giving here. You can simply say product. Then here you can simply use which keyword? Extends customer, and you can simply try to use same here. It will give us the compile time problem. They will show like return type is missing, they are saying here, right? Anyway, override means whatever replica in parent, same replica we are adding in child, and constructor name must be same name as a class name. That's why it's not possible in Java to construct a override scenario. That's why I'm just going to remove this extends and this class as well. Okay, constructor overload possible in Java. Overload, it means same but different parameters. That's called overload scenario. Same name but different parameter. That's called overload. And constructor override never possible in Java. And this is the best example. Whatever theory we have seen, everything we have covered here. Then those notes important points available, 5 points. Constructor itself initialize edit of object creation. Next point, constructor name, same name as a class name. See, here is constructor name, same name as a class name. Next, constructor don't have any return type. Constructor does not have any return type. If you are writing any methods, void get, void is a return type. If you don't want to write void, you can write int, but int is a return type. We need to return appropriate type of values, correct? But constructor, we don't have any return type here. See, we are not returning any value. See on screen. Next, constructor overload possible in Java. Within single class, we have overload the constructor. This is default constructor, this is parameterized constructor. Next, constructor override never possible in Java.